David Kurz here with Kurz Real Estate on the Kurz Real Estate.
Everybody for tuning in. We are here every single Thursday at 4 p.m. We have a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about the top 10 life and business hacks to make you a better business professional.
For most of you out there that are watching us, you're real estate professionals, we want to make you better at your job. These are just some simple things that you can do to be, I guess, more productive. Oh. I didn't want to use the word better again.
Okay. It could be betterer.
I liked it.
My daughter would say betterer.
Betterer or the betterist.
Yeah.
I'm the creator of that one. Thank you very much. You can visit us at kurzre.com. That's KURZRE.com. Or you can call us at 786-529-5273. Again, 786-529-5273. Before I forget, I want to say that the VA rep, we support the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals. They are having a shooting contest coming soon. And
I want to go to this.
Yes.
Oh,
it's a fundraiser.
Are you shooting people?
So you pay to be a part of this. They're fake people. Yes, fake people. So
that's a lie.
This is the purge cleansing. VA rep is in charge of this. But it's going to be pretty amazing because you're going to pay to be a part of this, and that money goes to charity to helping veterans. For those of you that don't know, they just recently gave a mortgage-free home to a veteran in need in Fort Lauderdale. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Like, they just gave away a home due to all the donations that they've gotten, and of course the board of members that have put in tons amount of work into this. Again, visit us at kurzre.com if you want to learn more about Kurz Real Estate. You can call us 786-529-5273. What I'm going to do for the VA rep, I'll put the link to this event in today's show timeline, so that way you can have a link to connect and join up. Our magazine, so our magazine's recently been updated. We've been working on it, and I would love for you guys to visit it. KurzMagazine.com. That's KURZMagazine.com. It's a live digital magazine, and if you're a real estate agent or a seller with Kurz Real Estate, your listing gets constantly updated on this magazine. The magazine can be located on our website, KurzRE.com, KurzMagazine.com, as well as promotions that we do online and in social media, and in every single email that one of our agents send out on the footer notes of the email. So check out our magazine. Our topic, like we said, life and business hacks. Do we want to get right into it?
Into the topic, sure.
Sure.
Unless we have experiences or what.
Hey, Laura, do me a favor. I think on my desk I left the listings that we have. Okay, thank you. You'll see some highlighted stuff. So let's get right into it. We'll talk about our listings and our newest agent and stuff like that when we get back. So we're going to talk about 10 productivity hacks. Brian Hopper, who is a real estate broker in, I think, San Francisco. Am I right? Nope, Greater Seattle area.
You're way off.
Pretty close, right? Northwest somewhere? Here, hold on to that. That's all easy. And actually, you confuse me. You guys switch sides. So
Gotta keep you on your toes.
And look, so my daughter, just so you guys know, we have a huge whiteboard behind this camera, and I asked my daughter to write down all the major topics in the show so that we can stay on point, and I'm not always looking down at some paper to guide us through the process. And then I put a huge square light
I was gonna say,
in
how
front
are you
of
gonna
me,
read
so I
past
honestly can't see anything. So when you guys saw me doing this, it was because I was trying to find out what I'm supposed to say next. So bear
I
with
can
me
help.
on this. But I'm going to be honest with you, that side, that's
I
all
can
you at
read.
the end of the show, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
All right, awesome. And you have your glasses today. So be
So I can
fantabulous,
see.
ladies and gentlemen. Fantabulous. All right. So let's talk about this. Brian Hopper wrote this. It's in Inman. You can check it out. I'm not going to go off of everything he said because maybe I agree or don't disagree with what he said. But what I will do is make it a discussion amongst us. Now, if you guys have a comment that you want to put in the thread, go ahead and put that comment in there. And let's connect, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
All right.
Let's hear what you guys have to say.
Absolutely. So the first thing is surround yourself, right? So they say that the more that you're surrounded by like individuals, the more successful you can become.
100%.
So they consider that a life hack. The business hack to surround yourself is to ensure that you are able to delegate a lot of the work that you have to someone, right? So one of the things I think that we constantly talk about, we teach at our company is entrepreneurship. In order to be a true entrepreneur, at some point you end up hiring staff, right?
Yeah.
And so I tell people, hire an assistant, right? Hire an assistant. Assistant is going to take so much off your plate that you're going to be able to double your business. Statistically proven that you can double your business with this, right? So surrounding yourself with people that you can delegate to is a business hack. Anything you guys want to?
Well, honestly, I'm feeling like I'm quite there already. Like I'm getting to that point where I need an assistant because there's so much minuscule or small things that I'm doing throughout the day that I can delegate to somebody else, which opens up my time in order for me to then be able to be more productive, which is what's important. If I'm able to focus on productivity,
Exactly.
I let go of all,
Because at the end of the day, like you said, they're important things, but they're little things, and those little things will slip your mind like this. And like I said, since they're important but they're little, if you forget them, they come and bite you in the ass.
And so what happens, because they're little things and you forget them, you keep pushing them off, pushing them off, and then what happens? You guys know that I'm famous for talking about the foundation of a business, right? Your foundation cracks.
Yeah.
Because now you're like,
now you're trying to catch up.
yeah, and so you're not doing the right things that you're supposed to do and continuously do to keep a strong business going. You know what I mean? So delegating more work is of high importance because it allows you the opportunity to focus on high value opportunities, right? You're good at what you're good at. Your assistant will be good at what they're good at. Give them the work, right? And then you take on the high value things, like sales, right?
Yeah.
Your assistant can't be doing sales for you, but that's what it is, right?
It would be awesome.
It would be awesome. Hey, can you just please go sell this house for me?
Yeah,
I'm not. Call me in 2 weeks. Let me know how much. All right, so the other one, get up and get at it.
Yeah.
We already know what this
Get up and
means.
what?
Get up and get at it.
Oh,
What
okay.
time do you wake up in the morning?
I've been waking up now, thank God, 5:30 in the morning. I'm trying to shoot to the 4:30s. Before it was around 7-ish.
Yep.
I'm doing
There
a
you
lot
go.
better.
That's good.
So-
You're up that early.
Yeah,
With
man.
the baby.
No. Well, actually, when I wake up, I hang out for a little while, I do all my stuff, and then the baby wakes up for her feeding, so I feed her, I get her dressed, and I change her, and then she goes for her little nap, then I go to the gym, I catch up on my emails, and then by the time it's like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., I'm like, I get anxiety because I got nothing else to do except start making calls and going crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
But look how much you accomplished
A
before
ton.
9 o'clock.
A
You know?
ton, man.
So that's one of the biggest life hacks anybody could ever see. Because most of us, the majority of people out there, wake up an hour before they have to leave the house. So what happens? You wake up, you're in a rush from the moment you open your eyes. You're snoozing, next thing you know, you got 45 minutes left,
Yeah.
right?
You wake up startled, like, okay, we gotta do this.
You're
right
like,
now.
oh my God, I'm running late. You're running to wake up the kids. You gotta get
You're
the kids to
angry,
school
do
on
stuff
time.
fast, drop things. It's a mess.
It's a mess. And then you're jumping in the shower, you're getting the kids out, you're making sure they eat, you're running them to school, then you're running to the office.
Sounds like
and
my life.
by the time you get to the office at 9
I need to wake
a.m.,
up at 5.
by the time you get to the office at 9 a.m., you're exhausted.
Yep.
And you're frustrated and you're pissed the hell off. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So get up and get at it. Some tips to this. Buy an alarm clock. Don't use your phone as an alarm clock. That's number one. Another tip that I read once.
Like
Yes.
the old bell was. I used to have one when I was waking
Put
up.
it across the room.
Yep, so that's another
So you
tip.
could-
Put the alarm across the room.
That's awesome.
Right? Don't put it on your bedside where you can hit the snooze button. Make it so that you actually have to get up and go shut it off.
And also, don't leave any shoes around the bed because you can grab them and then throw them at the alarm.
So I'll tell you guys something funny just so you're with me.
Okay.
I want to purchase the what's it called, the Amazon Alexa, right? You know what I'm talking about? Alexa, can you do this, right? So I thought to myself, I was like, this would be great because I'll put it clear across the room and I'll use that as my alarm clock. Alexa, set an alarm for 4:30 a.m., right? And then I realized that all you got to do is wake up and go, Alexa, turn off, and that's it, right? So, and like you don't even have to really be awake to say those words, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's
Or
not
you
gonna
could
work.
be like me, where I put this obnoxious alarm sound on my. It's on my phone. It's right next to me, but it's obnoxious.
I
It's
picked the
like
worst one.
Okay.
Like a red alert.
Yeah.
Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, I live with her. That annoying alarm clock, what it does is it wakes me up. And then I elbow her to turn the thing off.
So I
because
can
she does
sleep
not hear it
good.
at
Multi-stage
all.
alarm.
After
She
a
doesn't hear it at
while,
all,
you get
bro.
used to
At
it.
all. At all. So listen, there are alarm clocks out there that are literally $10. And you can buy them at Walmart, you put them across the room, and they do two important things. Tell time and wake up with an alarm. That's it. That's all you needed to do. Doesn't need to be
I'm gonna
fancy.
put
It
one of
doesn't need
those
anything.
Legos just
One of the
for
other
waking up
things,
with that one.
yeah, it's a great. One of the other things, that's actually a really great idea. What? All right, we're buying one today. So another thing that you could do is put your phone away from your bed. That's a life hack that I read the other day. Seriously important because to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Period. Put your phone across the room. Turn on your do not disturb. You can set your phone to do not disturb till a certain time. Even if it's 4:30 in the morning. You want to start getting calls and texts at 4:30 in the morning? No problem. But don't let your phone start lighting up in the middle of the night, making noises in the middle of the night, vibrating in the middle of the night, because you don't get the rest that you deserve. You know what I'm saying?
And blue screens, they supposedly don't allow people to get into sleep. It actually keeps you up. So that's why they say turn off TVs or anything that projects a video, take it off. Because the blue screen that they have behind that is what
Is what keeps you up. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And more so, they say don't even put a TV in your room.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well,
people say
That's tough.
Yeah.
that is tough.
Well, that's okay with me.
And believe it or not,
TV.
I don't watch a lot of TV in my room. I have a TV in there, but I don't watch a lot in my room. I watch TV. If I do watch TV, it's in the living room. Really? Tell me the last time I just sat in the room and watched TV.
It wasn't yesterday, but it was probably before yesterday.
I don't know about you guys, but I still watch Saturday morning cartoons. I don't know about you guys. Cartoon Network kicks ass.
That's Saturday.
Not because I don't like it, I don't have the time.
That's a lie.
I don't.
If you wake up at 4:30,
You know, they also say that the cell phone is people who are addicted to your phone. This is how you know you're addicted to your phone. It was us. We were talking about this the other day. We saw something. How you know you're addicted to your phone is when you can't stop looking at it throughout the night. You know what I mean? You wake up, you look at it. You know what I mean? I'm totally
Jen is
addicted to my phone.
She's seriously
I'm bad,
addicted. I'm making the rule that the phone has to be clear across the room. I have to. And
I'm like,
there's
what
always
is
this thing like
this?
emergencies. Oh my God, what if my mom slips and falls at 2:00 in the morning, and I think to myself, what the fuck is my mom doing up at 2:00 in the morning, right?
and why is she calling?
And why
calling you?
Wait,
And not 911?
call the ambulance, But the idea here is that you need rest. If you're going to be waking up at 4:30 in the morning, you can't have these lights and sounds and buzzes and all these things happening in the middle of the night. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Put it clear across the room so you don't have that tick that Jen has to just check her phone in case a number lit up at one of the apps.
Lit up?
Exactly. Yeah. She's got it lights up for shit she doesn't use. You know what I mean? She just looks at it and goes, no, that's no big deal.
And it's the same damn alert. It just started all over again.
So the next one was airplane mode, right? So we talked about that just now. If you need 10 minutes, if you need a breather, if there's an important task that you need to complete, swipe up on the iPhone, hit that little airplane, go into airplane mode. Just for the 10 minutes that you need to write this important email, maybe make an important phone call from your office phone. Maybe you have an important meeting in front of you, and in order not to grab your phone every time it makes a noise and be disrespectful to the person in front of you, put it on airplane mode just for that moment.
Can you hit the little button on the side that turns orange and just turn off the noise?
No, because it buzzes.
Oh,
Yes. Right? So put it in airplane mode for the time that it takes. These are very important tips because the truth is that there's a lot of respect that goes into this, especially if you're sitting in a meeting with somebody, right? Mm-hmm. And if you have that addiction, you're going to keep grabbing your phone. The person across from you is going to think you clearly don't give a shit what they're saying. So very important hack. Practice saying no. So this one's an important one, right?
Yeah, that's a hard one.
It's a hard one. When you're in this business, especially when you first started this business, you say yes to everything. Seller says, will you sell my house? Yes. Can you get it up and running by tomorrow at noon? Yes. Will the photographer be here at midnight? Yes. Can you move this log for me? It makes my house look ugly. Sure.
Why not?
We get in yes mode and we become yes men. You have to practice saying no. If it is not a money productive activity, say no.
Yeah.
Right? If there are things that maybe you've been invited to that are not going to help you in any way whatsoever, say no. If it's a lunch with somebody that's not going to benefit you in any way during the week, say no. There are certain things, and I know that sucks and it's hard to hear because you don't want to let your friend down. Your friend calls you and says, let's go have lunch on Tuesday. It's great, but you go have lunch on Tuesday, you guys have a couple glasses of wine, blah, blah, blah. 3-4 hours of your day is gone. Tell me what part of that made you money. None of it. Why don't you say, hey, can we catch up on Saturday? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have time this week. Can we catch up Saturday? What about Sunday? Let's do brunch.
That's for a major production. You have to be very productive. I mean, I had my friend this morning call me and say, hey, listen, I haven't seen you in a while. Can we catch up for lunch next week? And I said, yes. So, you know.
And it's also hard to say no when you're training yourself to always say yes. Since we're little, they're always telling us to say no. You want to deposit and say yes to things and do everything. So it's kind of hard to switch it up. But it makes total sense. That happened to me with the first couple of deals I did. I was yes, yes, and it became somebody's errand boy, and it sucked.
Then the other part is, business-wise, taking over price listings.
Yeah.
Right? As a realtor, you want to put inventory on the market and cross your fingers and hope that somebody's going to place that offer. Say no. You know, house is worth 1.5 and they want to list it for $2.5 million. Listen, dude, guys, that's $1 million overpriced.
Somebody will buy it cash. Don't worry about it. That's a response.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Somebody that really, really loves the home is going to pay all of the money more.
So here we go. This is a really great comment. He says, the power of saying no enables you to say yes to other things, and furthermore, it keeps you focused and in tune with your vision and your goals. Right? Makes a million sense.
So how does saying no make more yeses?
Because
now
if
you're
you
not
say
doing nonsense.
yeah, if you say no to the nonsense, you have opportunity to say yes to things that are
When
money
you're available
productive.
for real things.
You know, real business. You know, and it gives you the time to deal with that stuff, right? Because if you're not available for the real business because you keep saying yes to nonsense, then you see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Then you're too busy. Okay. What are you reading? Next hack.
You don't want me to answer.
You got to. You got to. I'll be forever on you.
Very common.
No. No.
No, you read, honestly,
No.
you talk about how you don't read,
What's
but
his
I
name,
always hear
Stan?
you talk about reading some stuff that you saw on Google.
Yeah,
You do a lot of research.
You do a lot of reading on the
just
internet.
books I have an issue with.
So read them on your phone then, and it'll be like you're reading the internet.
Yeah, sort of. I'm really good at articles.
Articles, yeah.
Yeah, some of the magazines, comic
short,
books,
compact information, and kind of like throw it
pop-up
out.
books.
Pop-up books. And the realtor sold the house. You know?
Just throw that into the keys.
Check this out. Most CEOs and executives read 4 to 5 books per month, as per Inc. magazine.
That's crazy.
All right. Audiobooks, 1.5 times the speed. Well, audiobook.
Yeah.
All day long. So the point here is that you're actually getting information by great authors that are putting out information necessary for you to be better at life and business, right? So you got a great book, you read it. I like to read, so I'll get through a book rather quickly, right? And then I have book ADD, which is I have 4 books on my nightstand, and I'm reading them all, and I jump from one to the other. And so what happens is I get into one book, and somebody says, "Hey, you should buy this book," and then I buy that book, and it gets in, and I'm like, you know. But for me, the stuff that I'm reading is interesting to me, you know. This guy that invented Tesla, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm reading his book.
Yeah. Yo,
Come on, bro.
That guy was had issues growing up, getting bullied, and all sorts of crazy. Yeah, it was bad.
But listen, how awesome is it?
Forgot
Doesn't
your
matter.
sponge.
Nah, don't use it. It's gonna go.
And he likes to read books, and I like to hear about how.
His sponge is actually on the floor. Put it on.
Here. Do you want me to see this real quick? No, that's it. That should be better.
Good.
How about now? Test mic 1 2. Test mic 1 2.
My golden pony boy.
We'll wait on you.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Yeah. All right. Cool. We're good.
All right. So 4 to 5 books a month is what most
You're making a
extensive,
mess.
strong CEOs read. I
My
don't know anywhere else
OCD
to
is
put
kicking
it.
in. I'm like, this is not organized right now. This is terrible.
And so her OCD is going to kick in so bad that it gives me the opportunity to just get up and walk away when we're done.
And I see you just
She's
going
gonna
with
be like,
like lots of just launching.
All right, so more phone control, okay? The problem, my phone rings a lot. It actually, for some time, only rang to me. It was a dead-end line. So if I missed the call got missed. You know what this is? This is hiring a company that when your phone rings 4 or 5 times, it goes to this, what do they call it? Like receiving companies, right?
And they take the
telephone
messages down and everything.
Huh?
They take messages down.
It's a answering
That's actually
service.
pretty badass.
Thank you for that. Grasshopper.com turns your phone into a business line. The app works with your current carrier and allows you to have greater control over incoming calls. It uses your existing phone number, but masks it with a different number of your choice and one still relevant to your area code, right? So here's an opportunity to have 2 different lines on your phone. That's one hack. So you'll know which which phone call is personal, which phone call is business, right? So you'll have two lines coming into your phone. The other thing that you do is the phone service. Let it ring 4 or 5 times. Instead of going to voicemail, it goes to the phone service. They get a live body on the other end that texts you and emails you the message.
That's sweet.
Hello.
Yeah.
You know? That way people
That's
don't
actually
feel
not
like they've
bad.
been neglected, right? Otherwise, they're getting your voicemail constantly.
Yeah, sometimes you just see a number and you don't recognize it. Like, who the hell is this?
Yep.
And you can go back and your little assistant guy tells you, hey, this is cool to call back.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
You're gonna stretch that.
What, this?
That'll go somebody's mouth later. Or whoever.
Manage your deals easily. So if you're a real estate agent, like here at Kurz Real Estate, we have a pipeline tool for our deals, right? So we have a tool that allows our agents to upload documents. It allows our agents to see their pipeline. It allows our agents to use e-signature to balance their pipelines, to control them, to know what status they're in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? If your company doesn't have that, find one. Manage your deals with a system. Don't, and when I say system, I'm not talking about manila folders on your desk like this and in order of closing date. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking something digital that you can see from anywhere, that you can log in from your cell phone and you can see what's going on. Our system actually allows you to email documents to the system and it'll put it in the right file. You know?
Yeah, our system's good.
You know, so those are certain things, like you could be on the road and if you have that email saved for that particular file, you can email documents to that to that file, right? So that's a great tip and trick. Micromanage your tasks. All right, small tasks were being forgotten by assistants and team members, and there was too much email back and forth. So there's an app called Wunderlist. Wunderlist you can share with the people on your team, and you guys create the list and who's in charge of the list, and you as a team
I've seen
leader
that before.
can manage every task and say, why is this task still on the list? Amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
Put him over here. I actually use Google Sheets for that, because you can share a Google Sheet with multiple people in your company. You can create a task list and pipeline with dead ends and everything else. It's free, guys. This is free, you know, and I'm able to log in and see what's been completed. If there's any issues, if there's additional notes, like whatever the issue is, okay? If this, then that. If. Another life hack, we've talked about this before. If this, then that. And so this particular system or app allows you to automate your posts throughout all your social media things. So you can sit down one day and you can automate the next 2 weeks. Pretty cool, right?
Laura, you're fired.
Well, looks like we don't need you anymore. There's an app for you.
This is awesome.
All right. And here's another one. Last and finally, find freelance help. Taking on tasks that I should have been delegated, hire out more work, and here's how. Upwork is a website that gives you an ability to create a job, and then someone else will say, I'll do that job for X amount of dollars, right? So this is pretty cool because it allows you, maybe you don't have a full staff, but you have a task that's going to be daunting and time consuming. I have an agent in our office that it needs to scrape emails off of a particular system that she uses, and the system doesn't allow her to download. It allows her to put up emails, it doesn't allow her to download them. So she hires somebody, 10,000 emails, $300. They're gonna give her name, first name, last name, email address, blah 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 blah. blah.
How much?
$300.
That's it?
10,000 emails, yeah.
That's
It's
not
a
bad,
steal.
yeah,
It's not bad. You know, so there are times where you can use Upwork, you can use Fiverr. Fiverr's a great opportunity too.
I used to call it Fiverr.
I call it
Did I say
Fiverr.
that wrong?
Yeah.
It's Fiverr.
Okay.
It's
I
Fiverr
say
because
though,
the
I like
idea
it.
is that everything's around $5.
That's like dive, five.
Alright, Fiverr.
Oh my.
Sweet.
Alright guys, so those are our 10 life hacks to kind of help you in your life and in your business. With these right here, if you were to apply every single one of them, you'd have more time to do more extensive and money producing tasks. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
Makes
So
sense to me.
what I
Wunderlist
really
is a
want
tool.
is for you guys to go out there and make money. I hope you understand what I'm telling you here. See, you have to figure out what your net worth is and what your hourly rate is, right? Like, if your hourly rate is $300 an hour, and you figured out that that's what you earn based on the amount of homes that you sell, then why in God's name are you doing $15 an hour work, $10 an hour work? You're supposed to hire somebody to do that work for you, so you're not doing it. If you're a new real estate agent, guess what? You got to grind it out, and you got to do this stuff until you have money in the bank to hire an assistant, right? There's no better way to learn. If you do it all, you'll learn the way, and then you'll be able to teach your assistant exactly what to do. So don't be a one-deal hotshot and think that you're going to hire an assistant right now. No, you have to build your business. You have to build your foundation. You are the entrepreneur. You have to start somewhere, right? And if you're going to start somewhere, I suggest it be at Kurz Real Estate, because we kick ass. And all you got to do is email join the movement at kurzre.com, and I promise you, we'll make it worth your while. Okay? So,
hey, real quick question. So, how do you spell Fiverr?
F-I-V-V-E-R.
Double V.
Double V.
No, isn't it V-E-R-R?
Oh, yeah, sorry, double R. F-I-V.
I was going to say, you can't be R. The other one's Fiverr.
Fiverr.
I believe it has 2 R's at the end.
You guys are freaking messing me up here. What is it?
No.
Which one is it?
2 R's at the end.
Alright, cool. Sheesh, man. Holy crap.
Listen,
Just say it, man.
it's just the world
Awesome.
today. It's just the world today. J-E-N-N-Y-F-F-E-R. All right, so.
Serious? We had to go there. Like, that's not my name anymore.
Oh my
It's not.
god. That was great.
What is your new name?
If you guys only knew what he was talking about. That was awesome.
All right, so if you could please tell our folks the charities we support that they can find at kurzre.com.
So Kurz Real Estate supports VA REP, which is the Veteran Association of Real Estate Professionals, NAREP, the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, the Children's Cancer Caring Center, the Boys and Girls Club of America, and we also have a program that is beneficial to all buyers and sellers, and that fall into the Hometown Hero program concept, which is, being a police officer, veteran, firefighter, teacher, nurse, and basically you get money back at closing in the form of credit, right, in the HUD.
In your
HUD. Basically this is us reaching out to you to help you in the process of buying a home with less money out of
We want to help our community. So if you're a veteran, teacher, firefighter, or police officer, let us know. Come buy or sell a house with us. We'll make sure that you do it for less money. We want to make sure that we give you a credit and it makes it worth your while to purchase a home with us with minimal out-of-pocket expense. The other part to that is, if you are a veteran, firefighter, teacher, or police officer and have a real estate license, you are automatically at our highest level split at Kurz Real Estate, regardless of your experience. It's our way of giving back to you for you selflessly sacrificing for us.
That's right. And so remember, Kurz Real Estate, we're here to help you. All of our agents, we have 90 of them. We're close enough.
That's it?
Yeah. And basically experienced in selling and with buyers and other designations as well. But anyway, you can reach us or check us out on kurzre.com and call us.
I gotta do something with this light.
786-529-5273 is our phone number.
So check it out. You're interested in Kurz Real Estate, visit us at kurzre.com, call us at 786-529-5273, or email us at jointhemovement@kurzre.com. That email is going to go directly to George Asell, our sales manager, and he will be sure to call you instantaneously. If he doesn't, call me and let me know that he didn't call you. You hear me, George? Over here, bro. Over here. All right, so let's talk about, real quick, it's a final thought, and one of the hacks was waking up early in the morning. Why do you think that's been important for you?
Dude, you feel amazing, man. When you start waking up later, you wake up groggy, you're in a bad mood, like you said, you're at 100 miles an hour because you're like rushing last second. There's just so much more to do throughout the day, man. It's just amazing. So, by the time you're midday, I'm done with all my stuff and I actually have time for my family now. Which before, I would be getting home 6 or 7, I still have emails to catch up on a bunch of crap, and now, the afternoon's winding down, and I'm just hanging out at the house thinking of new stuff to create for work, or just hanging out with the baby and my wife. Which is awesome.
I think that is awesome. And a lot of people don't have that ability because they work so hard and they wake up late, so they don't have that early morning ability to take care of things and get them out the way. Look, guys, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Rather than stay up late, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, trying to knock out work, why don't you wake up at 5 a.m. and knock it out in the morning? You've slept, you're refreshed. It's not after a super long day of exhaustion and hustle and grind, and you have this ability to take your time and your life into your own hands, right? So waking up that early, even if you go to the gym for 45 minutes, you still have this huge time span. You wake up at 5, you're in the gym by 5:30, you're back home by 6:30, kids don't wake up till 7, you got a half hour to sit around and take care of stuff, you know what I mean? Just, it gives you an opportunity, and if that's not enough time, wake up at 4:30, wake up at 4, okay?
Dude, I texted you that day that I wake up at 4:30, I was like, wow, it's so peaceful at this hour.
It really is, yeah.
Wow,
it
it's
really
so
is.
You know, there's a really big difference between going to sleep super, super late and trying to get work done super late. You're like groggy, you don't do it the right way.
You're
It's
frustrated,
completely
and it's
You're not
taking you
rested.
3-4 times as long because you're deleting and fixing and deleting and fixing, and you're
And
rereading.
your thoughts are
and
taking too
rereading.
long to come out. Yeah, it's just too much. You know, so waking up early definitely is a good thing. I think one thing I learned, and I'm sorry to interrupt your thoughts, was that once you sleep, the moment you open your eyes, you should actually just get up.
Yeah, it's the first step.
So
is
we
the
were
hardest
talking
part.
about this like 2 days ago, and that's the truth.
The first
Like,
step.
so I think I was talking to Olivia about this, and it's miraculous you just said that. Olivia and I went out to dinner the other night. Olivia's my daughter, and I said to her, the body is designed to wake up when it's supposed to wake up. So what happens? Most of us, we like automatically wake up at 5:30. That's it. But what we do as human beings in our nature is try to force ourselves back to sleep. Well, let me tell you what happens. You go back into the sleep cycle. And in 2 hours, when you're trying to get up and get out of bed, you're into a deeper sleep cycle, hence why you're groggy, pissed off, and everything else.
Or less time, 15 minutes, an hour, it's not enough. Like the body
It's not.
doesn't kick it off.
Your body already went through the sleep cycle, and now you're trying to force it back into the sleep cycle, and you're not going to get a full cycle unless you stay in bed till noon.
Yeah.
Right? And if you stay in bed till noon, you're a bum.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I feel disgusting doing that now.
I can't do it. Yeah, I can't.
What's going on?
I feel like I wasted the day.
Unless I got totally wasted at night. And then the next day I'm like, I wake up and like, you gotta peel the pillow off of me with a spatula.
I'm different. I can still wake up early.
No.
Not 5 a.m., but
Yeah,
I can still
we wake up
wake
Maybe if you funnel like 4 pounds of pre-workout, that might fit open up.
Yeah, I can go out with you and do a few scotches and
Well,
wake up at 6
should I
a.m.
share with these guys your 30-second sleep in San Francisco? This guy's crazy. We get back to the room, we're exhausted, right? This guy goes, let's just chill and take a nap. I was like, all right, Hyperman wants to chill, thank God. So he literally takes off his shirt, bro, lays down. I must have gone through maybe like 2 searches on the internet, not even a minute.
Oh yeah, I
He
know.
went like this, all of a sudden he goes, bro, I feel amazing, ready to go. I was like, bro, you didn't even
did
sleep.
not do that.
You did a long blink. It was the craziest thing ever. Oh my God, man.
All I needed.
He got
I
up.
was dying. We were
out.
exhausted. I was like passing out in the sessions and stuff. I said, man, we gotta go upstairs. I need to lay down for a minute. Literally, I took off my shirt to be comfortable. Took off my shoes. Laid down in my bed. All right, I'm ready to go.
Bro, it was crazy. Crazy. I just hooked on my phone because it was dying. I was like, I didn't even get charged, guy. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't get a chance to sleep.
Jesus, did I miss it? Oh my God, when's the next one? It's horrible.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Now you know secrets about David Kurz. I appreciate y'all for visiting us every single Thursday at 4 p.m. here at Kurz Real Estate on Facebook Live. Share the show. Allow other people to see these amazing tips and life hacks. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Take care.